Hello, I'm Howard, and welcome to Spiritual Shorts. Today we are kicking off a new two-part series called Finding Satisfaction. In the last few years, more and more people, particularly young people in Western culture, are experiencing mental health challenges. Many feel anxious about the future, unsure about where this world is headed, and some even feel hopeless. With everything happening around us, it's easy to get caught up in frustration or discontentment. But I believe that the message in this series, and more importantly, the love of God, can give us hope. When we're overwhelmed by these feelings, it's crucial to remember that there's a deeper satisfaction to be found, a satisfaction that the world can't give or take away. This series will explore the story of a man who faced immense personal struggles, yet found purpose and fulfillment beyond the chaos. Today, we are talking about Jeremiah, the prophet, a man whose mission burned like fire in his bones. His story shows us that even when life is full of hardships, disappointments, and challenges, there's a way to find true satisfaction and inner peace. So if you've ever felt uncertain about your future or disheartened by the state of the world, this message is for you. Let's dive in. Jeremiah lived during a time of chaos and conflict in Judah, an ancient kingdom in the region of the southern portion of the modern state of Israel. God gave Jeremiah a tough job, warning the people of Jerusalem that they were on the brink of destruction and that the Babylonian captivity was imminent. Sounds like a message you'd want to hear, right? Well, not so much. His prophecies made him quite unpopular with the political and the religious leaders of the day. They saw him as a troublemaker, a doom and gloom guy. But Jeremiah couldn't stop. God's words burned inside of him, and he had to speak. Was Jeremiah's life one of joy and satisfaction? Honestly, it was filled with frustration and sorrow. He was ridiculed, jailed, and opposed by other so-called prophets who painted a much rosier picture. But here's the twist. Jeremiah's story teaches us that true satisfaction doesn't come from popularity or outward success. In fact, Jesus himself said on the Sermon on the Mount, "God blesses you when people mock you and persecute you, for a great reward awaits you in heaven." So what's the secret? The secret to living a life that feels like a fire in your bones. Isaiah said it best. Why spend your money on food that does not give you strength? Why pay for food that does you no good? Listen, and you will find life. The satisfaction comes when we align ourselves with God's purpose, just like Jeremiah did. Think of other people who faced resistance, like Martin Luther King. He stood firm in his mission for racial equality despite intense opposition. And Jeremiah's story is a reminder that standing up for what's right often brings us more conflict before resolution. It's tempting to doubt ourselves when things get tough, just like Jeremiah did. Jeremiah's story shows us that real satisfaction isn't about big wins or immediate results. It's about being true to our mission. So if you're wondering how to find that sense of purpose, think about this. What's the fire in your bones? What's that one thing that you feel compelled to do, even if it's hard? It's okay if you don't have the answer right now. Just take time to reflect on it. Next week, we will dive deeper into how Jeremiah's commitment to his mission shaped his life and what we can learn from it. Until then, start noticing the little sparks in your life. What makes your spirit come alive? What mission might God be calling you to? True freedom and satisfaction come not from chasing every shiny thing, but from carrying out a purpose that's meaningful. It might be challenging, but as Jesus said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. When we walk with God, He gives us strength for the journey. If you found today's message inspiring, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more spiritual shorts. Until next week, and I hope you will join me next week, may God bless you and keep you.